Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl RB, and that stands for Rose Basimora, and I'm here with yet another video. I have a guest here with me, and he's also a YouTuber. He's called King Obutunda. I'll let him introduce a little bit about himself. As you've seen in the title, we're going to talk about that in specific, but for now, let's get to know him better before we get into the questions.
Okay. So, as she said, my name is King Obutunda. It's not my real name. My real name is Marcus, actually. I'm a Black American, as you guys will call me here, but I was born in the United States of America. My state is Virginia, in particular. And I live here in Uganda, in Kampala. Right now, I think I've been here for around about 3 years now. I think I'm making 3 years this year. So this is my home now. I do YouTube here as well. I have some other things that I'm also going to be focused on soon, but right now I only focus on YouTube, travel stuff, cultural things about Uganda, cultural information, and lifestyle things as well here in Uganda. So you guys be on the lookout for that stuff. Probably leave a little link in the description at the end of the video, so you guys look out for that. But back to you, Miss Rose.
So we are going to get into asking him if you've watched any Ugandan movies or African movies. Hase, but for now, have you watched a Ugandan movie all the years you've been here in Uganda?
So I haven't actually watched like any major production movies or TV shows here in Uganda. I've only watched like the low budget stuff that came out of an area called Wakaliga, and it has a local name called Wakaliwood. And the movie was Who Shot Captain Alex, I believe. And I actually saw it on YouTube. I wasn't really looking for anything like that. I actually like to watch like cheap, low-budget Chinese, like kung fu movies and stuff like that. And YouTube actually recommended it to me, so I just clicked on it. And actually, as cheesy as it was actually pretty funny. It was pretty interesting. I watched the whole movie. And you know what? I don't mind watching movies like that, at a low budget, because it just shows like the effort that people go to put into it, to put out an actual movie. And then it actually inspired me to learn a little bit about Wakaliwood, or the area of Wakaliga, and how these guys do their production, things like that. And I found out that these guys literally do it all themselves, and they really don't have a budget at all. They kind of depend on each other, and all their props, all their equipment, everything they use, they get themselves basically. The props they use in the movies, they make it themselves on the site. So I kind of enjoy stuff like that. But hopefully soon I'm going to start, getting into the Ugawood, the actual budget movies and stuff like that. The A-listers and the B-listers and all that good stuff. But you're going to recommend some to me, of course, right?
Yeah, of course I'm going to recommend a few movies too. And of course, like you said, it's cringe-worthy, it's cheesy, and it's the most recommended film out of here. There are more movies that have some budget on them. We haven't really had like movies with like very big budgets. It's limited because the film industry is still a bit reserved or low. Even Ugandans themselves don't want to watch Ugandan movies. They feel like it's too cheesy for them or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'll definitely recommend a few movies to him, mostly the ones I was in.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. I want to see those two, the ones you're acting in too.
Yeah. So apart from Uganda, is there any other African movie you've watched from different African countries?
Yeah, so I've actually watched some movies from on Netflix, of course. If I can find something on YouTube, sometimes I watch it. I watch some low-budget Nigerian stuff on YouTube. So people like they got their own channel and they put out some little stuff. There's a movie on Netflix that I watched, two of them. There's Beast of No Nation, and there's The Boy Who Harnessed the Wind. And both of those stories were actually really, really good stories, and I enjoyed them a lot. There are others too that I'm watching. This one I'm watching now, King Joburg. Have you heard about that one? It's a TV show on Netflix. It's actually brand new, so I'm currently watching that series now. So I'm actually trying to get more into the African film industry, because I grew up in the Western world. So I watch Hollywood movies all the time, and other than that, I kind of watch like Chinese stuff. So I want to get into the African film industry too, because I heard like Nollywood is like the second biggest production studio, or maybe the third biggest production studio outside of like Hollywood and Bollywood and all of that.
Well, I think it's like the fourth. I don't know, because like I think it's the third. Hollywood, Bollywood, and Nollywood.
Okay.
What the Chinese have? What is that thing called? I don't know. I don't think they have.
Chinawood. Who knows? I don't even know.
Yeah, I think so. Anyway, so what do you think is limiting us? Okay, of course I know like budget. The budget, don't have a budget for that. But what? Okay, like a lot of productions out there, I see like have a bunch of sponsorships. What do you think we can do to like get a good idea out there so that like potential investors can come on it and like, yeah, this is a good script, this is a good something we can make a good production out of it. Like let me say the Queen of Katwe thing. That story is a Ugandan story, but they took it and made it something really, really, good with a good budget. Exactly. So what else do we need to do? Because that they got that story from here. It's not like someone recommended it to them. It's like they got interested and found out about it and did it. But what would, like, if I came up and I'm like, I have this script, or maybe it's from, let me say Sisa Memnyoro, maybe it's from and how Bunyoro Kingdom started, it's local thing, like how can I get my script to people out there, to like someone like, okay, this is a nice script, okay, like I just need an audience so that I get sponsorship. Because we can have a lot of ideas, but it's the budget that limits a lot of those things from coming out.
Well, I think it is more so support from your local people. If Ugandans don't even watch your own movies, I mean, that kind of makes it look pretty bad. You get what I'm saying? It makes it look like it's not a thing here. So, I mean, I know Nigerians who watch Nigerian TV shows who prefer to watch Nigerian TV shows and movies. The same thing. It's only here in Uganda that when I came here, I found that, like, you guys support your music and your celebrities, the music industry and stuff like that, and your comedians too. But the film, it's like...
It's non-existent.
Man, y'all are hurting out here. So, I don't really know. I think that you guys maybe... the local celebrities, musicians and whatnot should talk about it more, or should support it more, mention it more, collaborate more with these people. Maybe they start seeing like Sheba and Spice Diana in a movie, people will want to watch it. Maybe. I'm not so certain. Maybe they have been in movies, maybe they haven't. I'm not so certain.
No, I want to say one that's in a movie, but it didn't really do well because actually, probably like you have such a celebrity in a movie and she can't even, attract people to come like or something. She's not even talking about it in that context. And then also think you're saying, yeah, they support the music industry, but they did not until it became something. It's like the movie industry, low budget. They feel like it's a kind of like they call it like it's a show, and then it's like, oh, how will
so they expect like $1 billion production.
Who killed whatever. People be like, oh shit, people are seeing that stuff, and I think Uganda is like that. So you see how Kenzo is winning international awards, but really most people don't like to watch this stuff because they feel here Ugandans are feeling like it's too local for them, such a thing. So they want people with like those nice music videos, and that's what they're selling. Because right now the musicians are investing in themselves to bring on nice stuff, so people be like, yeah, this now I can show my friends in Kenya or maybe America, like, yeah, this is a musician from Uganda. But when you're looking at Kenzo and dirty kids dancing in that one, people feel like no. But yet out there he's actually getting that recognition. Yeah. That's why people here are not getting.
Hell, Masaki Kid's got millions of followers, yo.
Exactly. So crazy. That's how you see how of all the films or movies we produce, or TV shows or series, it's that Who Killed Captain Alex that actually trended most. It's cringeworthy, it's cheesy, it's all that low budget, messy and unrealistic.
That and Ugandan Knuckles.
Yeah. So because of that, you don't want to compete with $1 billion production because.
But I can say this: Ugandans, you guys have some famous celebrities that came out of this country. You guys got quite a few actually. One in particular, I can't remember his last name. I think it's Daniel Kaluuya. I think that's his name. He was in Black Panther. He was in Black Panther and the Avengers. I mean, that's a huge milestone for you guys. You get what I'm saying? And then look at Lupita Nyong'o, like. Even though she's from Kenya, like she does put East Africa on the map. So I think that locals need to start like realizing you guys are kind of out there already, just haven't really thought about it or realized it yet. You get what I'm saying? Because it's not just him. It's another guy. He's also a Ugandan, and he's been in 12 Years a Slave. What else has he been in? He's been in so many different movies. And like I said, you guys have some famous celebrities that came out of here who are into Hollywood and who really have gone international. So I think it's about time that Ugandan locals need to like really start supporting those people too, because that will also help.
I think that's the issue. That's the only problem, because a lot of people are now wanting to get involved in the film industry. I'm actually seeing it trying to grow. People are trying to invest as much as they can. Like then I talked about. You'll see that I did a video with him. I talked about Shoto, where the production I went in, where they're taking in new guys that wanted to learn acting. It's like if you want it, because you don't have the budget, so like you want to do this, like we contribute as the team, the cast and crew, we contribute to just make it work. Yeah. Because of course they're not going to pay us because there's no money, there's nothing. But you want to get your talent out there. At least if something happens, you've learned something and gained something out of it. So like we're supporting ourselves in that way. So imagine if at least when you do like a premiere or like I told you, you put it out there and you're like it's just 2,000 to watch. At least people would watch rather than them paying Netflix. They can just do that, but still people are still a bit biased about it, and I think that's what we should work on. I think sensitizing or educating. I don't know what to call it.
I think there's a movie coming out, or it may have already came out. The Girl in the Yellow Jumper. Have you ever seen her about that? It came out.
Yeah.
All right, so I want to check that one out.
It's actually also on YouTube. It's on
YouTube. All right, so I just heard about that director. I forgot his name, but I just heard about that guy.
It's also having on my channel. I'm actually supposed to have it on my channel soon. I just keep procrastinating, but yeah.
So I want to check that one out. That was like the one I've heard about recently, as far as like a Ugandan movie or something like that, local production. So I definitely want to check that out.
Okay, so I'd like to ask King Obutunda to give us his last thoughts generally on the film industry in Uganda. What he thinks, like just off the top of his head.
Okay, so off the top of my head, I think the film industry in Uganda is a virgin industry that can definitely be improved. The talent is here, the people are here, they're hungry, they're ready. Unfortunately, everybody's looking for money, and it's just not a good look right now. So people need to work together, you know, do what you can with what you have. Use what you got to get what you need. That's what I'm trying to say, basically. And once you get that and you start to really, you know, improving your development, your budget and everything like that, yo, you guys are going to go very far. But it takes locals to support each other. I mean, I've seen stuff from America, you get what I'm saying, but you're not going to get your whole fan base from America to support you here in Uganda. You understand? Ugandans need to support other Ugandans too, and start promoting these movies. It doesn't matter if it's low budget or if you think that it's just not the greatest movie in the world. I could think it's the greatest movie in the world. You never know. So put that information out there. Share it. If somebody gives you something to share, go ahead and share. It's nothing. Sharing is free. Supporting each other is free. There's nothing wrong with that. So I don't see why people don't do it. You get what I'm saying? So please, in the future, guys, definitely do it, because Uganda, like I said, is a booming nation right now. It's a developing nation. So there's so many industries that are trying to upcome, and they really depend on the support of each other. Those are my final thoughts for now.
Well, like you said, sharing is free. It costs you nothing to be supportive. I think it actually you gain a lot, because you gain associates, you gain, like, I don't know, it's a good thing. United we stand divided before, you know that thing.
Sharing is caring.
Anyway, I think we're going to have to end it from here. I'll catch up with you guys later. Maybe with him, we'll have him back again. Care to share your thoughts in the comment section below. I'll leave links to his channel, his Instagram, how you can find him. Actually, tell them how they can find you if they want to like talk to you. So
you guys can find me on YouTube. Just look up King Obutunda on YouTube. And same thing on Instagram. I only do YouTube and Instagram right now. I don't do Facebook or any other social media. So just King Obutunda on Instagram and King Obutunda on YouTube.
Well, you have it. Thank you very much for watching. I remain your girl Rose Basimra. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm out. Bye.